Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. Como te levo? How are you? Good morning. Yeah, it's Monday. Feels like the week's already half over. Hey, welcome to Forex.Today. I got my cup. Welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube community of more than 20,000 foreign exchange traders. We gather here today to conduct technical and fundamental analysis. I'm leaning forward, with the overriding goal of planning our trades in advance, because trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, never risk money you cannot afford to lose. Hi, my name is Wayne. I'm a currency trader. I'm a macro trend trader. I'm an economist. I'm a strategist. I also like animals. Animals are nice. I like long walks on the beach and Thai food. Yeah, cool. So that enough about me. How are you doing? I hope you had a nice weekend. Once again, yes, look at that, huh? Bada bing, bada boom. Got the coffee mug today. So, look, we got a busy week. Tomorrow is Powell's testimony to the Senate, and then Friday's non-farm payrolls. And we got a bunch of other things in the way, too. So, should be a very interesting week. Let me know how I can help. There's 5,000 or 6,000 videos on YouTube associated with my work. So cool. Feel free to use and leverage them as much as possible. You could also join FX Bootcamp. It's $88 a year, and you will get real education. Very valuable, useful education, training videos. You're like, training videos are great, but I want live help. Cool. You can upgrade your account. $99 a month, you get live help. Awesome. Cool. You can also use tradersway.com as your broker. That's their link is in the description below, but if you don't want to click a link, just type in tradersway.com. Their execution speed is fast. Their spreads are narrow. Their swaps are huge. Those are all good things. and to have them all together is unusual. But the thing that won my loyalty and respect was the Swiss National Bank debacle. Many brokers around the world got caught holding the bag. It kind of looked like those other brokers were trading against their clients and paid the penalty. When the tide went out, they were standing there naked. Traders' Way was perfectly fine, which means they actually executed your trades into the interbanking system as promised, not trading against you. So right then and there, I'm like, man, that's awesome. So they earned my loyalty and respect. Open up a demo, huh? See if they can earn yours. I recommend them. Here we are. Let me get the coffee going. Like I said, just right off the bat, we got we got Fed speak today, or not today, tomorrow. Does anybody know what to look for? How about this? Does anybody not know what to look for? Well, one thing that I think we should look for is like, how do the algorithmic or AI-based hedge funds, like how are they going to trade it? And they are programmed now to trade the word disinflation. So I think Jay Powell is going to be careful to not use the word disinflation. But I think what the market is going to interpret is that if he says disinflation, it means the Fed policy is working, and therefore the Fed is thinking about stopping the interest rate cycle soon, blah, 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 blah. Which of course is wrong. But whatever, that's what they're looking for. Can you imagine there's a machine somewhere just waiting for him to say the word disinflation, and then they go, buy, 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 buy. And they buy the stock market. And then what? The next day, a big crash. Why? Because humans came over and like, well, that's not really what he meant. So anywho. Yeah, RBA coming up. RBA. Okay. Chinese import-export data. By the way, there's a big Chinese conference going on right now. I think it's all week. It's their big political conference. And their target for GDP is like five something. So look, sort of like the thing to look out for is maybe this week we get different pieces of information out of China, like announcements to stimulate the economy or just simply support the economy. And that would be really good for your Aussie and your Kiwi. It may negatively impact the Japanese yen. Okay. Oh, Bumpy says, hey, the algos are going to listen carefully to what he doesn't say. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Although is that easy to program? I guess it would be. I think there's going to be a question about the dot plot at 5.1 and whether it's going to go to 5.3, 5.5, that kind of stuff. And so I think that's the other thing. Look for a question on that median dot plot, because remember, the upcoming Fed meeting is going to include a new SEP. Anyways, so go back. We're going to get volatility tonight. Okay, bumping out to Wednesday, we have Eurozone GDP, Bank of Canada interest rate decision, the Fed Beige Book, Japanese GDP, and Chinese CPI. That's it, though. Only that. Holy smokes, huh? And I think one thing that's missing here is ADP. No, or was ADP last week? That's right. It was last week. Thursday, Japanese interest rate decision. Oh my God. The yen is teed up this week, huh? Directly and indirectly, there's a lot of yen vol in this market this week, including a press conference. Remember, they have a new team coming on board. They probably have new policy on the way. This press conference, probably this one and the next one are probably the most important you've seen out of the Bank of Japan in a very long time. So interesting. Get ready for that. And then Friday, we're going monster trucking. No. Friday, we're going to have non-farm payrolls. Like, it's not even on the calendar. We're going to have non-farm payrolls. We're going to have kitty cat jobs. British GDP. Okay. Wow. Huge week. Monster week. But one of the tricky things that's not written here, you have to read the tea leaves, not the not the box the tea came in, right? You have to read the tea leaves. What's not on this calendar, which is actually kind of funny, Jay Powell on Tuesday is testifying in front of the Senate. So we care about that. And then on Friday, non-farm payrolls. And that we care about that. And all these other things are super important too. Like, dude, RBA, BOC, what's the other one I'm missing? Anyways, RBA, Bank of Canada, BOJ. Okay, that's it. These are all hugely important. But at the same time, Jay Powell and non-farm payrolls are even more important and actually overshadow those things. You might be better off this week trading yen, trading CAD, trading Aussie, independent of the US dollar. You're welcome. All right, let us and Tomato see what's on your mind. Thank you for completing the poll. It is anonymous, so I don't know who did what. Okay, I threw that out there. Oh, do I think NFP will be a non-event this week? No, it'll be a huge event. Huge. There's almost certainly going to be a huge revision, which is probably more important than the headline. But the headline is hugely important because the vast majority of the institutional markets are positioned wrong. So, yeah. If we all agreed, Bumpy, then no big deal. But I think the market doesn't agree. But we already know through economic research and statistical analysis of pricing in the market that market participants have learned that they're probably wrong and they're changing their positions. And bumpy, it's not hyperbole either, because very often I start those non-farm payrolls events. I'm like, hey, it doesn't even matter. This one does matter. Matters a lot, in fact. You're welcome, Neri. All right. All right, all right, all right. Hang on, I got to bring up a page. I don't want to forget something. There we go. All right. But now I can't see the chat. Well, that'll be a problem, huh? Wayne. All right, cool. So, yeah. Do you have a long-term bias? Right. Do you have a long-term bias? That would be the first place to start. Okay. Otherwise, you're just chasing, right? A very wise woman once told me, Wayne, don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the lakes and the rivers you're used to. I know you want it all or nothing at all. But I think you're moving too fast. Oh my God, that was a TLC moment. Left Eye Lopez? Yeah. Anywho, Aussie's not going up, but will it? I know you'll have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. Yeah, I look all puffy. You know what that is? That's me drinking beer. What, I got a fat face? Fat face today? Yeah, that's the Guinness. Really? What do I look like today? Yeah, that's the Guinness. What can I say? All right, so cool. If there were to be support for Aussie, thought I was sleep deprived. You know, I'm getting enough sleep, but I wake up tired, so that's funny. This could be interesting if you thought maybe Aussie would become strong. Now, if you're a pure technician, there's no way for you to be able to predict something like that. So what did I mention? Criso knows. I got a fat face from my Guinness. Cool. What would lead this to the up? This is the idea that the Chinese political party, during their national conference, announces new programs and policies to support their new announced target of 5-something% growth. And that's really low for China. So they want to say, no, everything's good, and we got all these cool new programs to make sure everybody's happy. AKA, please don't riot in the street. So that has not happened yet. That's not on your charts. That's not technical analysis. Technical analysis tells you what has happened already. And so those announcements, and I don't know if they'll make those announcements, but it seems like you could at least ascertain a a contingency plan. If they do announce something like that, what would you do? Would you buy an Aussie? Would you buy a Kiwi? Would you sell a yen? Okay, so Aussie doesn't look good yet. Kiwi doesn't look good now. So you have to do some analysis and say, well, where would it look good? Sing, sing, arriba. Shagre, 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 do. Shagre. Toot way, pop, pop, toot way, pop. All right, yeah, so it's not really hanging out anywhere important using this index. Yeah, but Bumpy, we're not looking at last year, right? We're looking New Year. So yeah, there you go. The target of 5.5. Yes, there you go. Toot away, pop. Isn't that the shower song? Shake it, shake it, shake it. Does anybody know that one? Probably not even pronouncing it right. It's only been 400 years since I heard the song. So yeah, 5.5 growth. Nothing great happened out of New Zealand on that side. So maybe you focus more on Aussie. And now, why would I say yen weakness if that? Why would I say yen weakness? Well, who's China's exporting competitor? Japan. All right. So if China stimulates their economy, is that good for Japan or bad for Japan? So anyways, down, right? So anyways, I don't know. It's just one thought. Just a one thought. Hey, I filed my taxes. Boy, that always makes me happy to get that over with. Get that done. Anybody else file their business taxes? Get it done. I think you only have like 9 days left. Yeah, thank you. It's always it's always a stress. Bumpy says unless Japan counted, but that's not what's going on. That's the thing. Bumpy, yeah. Richard got his done. Yeah. I was actually done on Wednesday, but this was great though, right? The firm that prepared my my stuff got it done basically over the weekend, which was really cool. And she's like, hey man, if you need to come in the office, I'm working all Sunday. Didn't need to do that. She's done my taxes at her firm for years and years and years and just knew what to do and what to look for and do this and do that and bada bada bing. Got those tax write-offs, huh? I mean, think about it. I invested into the U.S. stock market this year. Now, some of it I still have in cash, but I did those investments. And it turned out on the taxes, it appears as an expense on the firm. Love it. It's like the company never earned the money. Isn't that cool? It was an expense. I'm like, right? I bought BHP Minerals and it was an expense. So the company never earned that money. And I'm like, but I own it. It's so cool. Thank you, American government. I love paying you taxes. Isn't that crazy? Love it. So you guys have to, A, become profitable, and B, you need to have a trading corporation. Let's look at the stock market. No, let's just skip the stock markets. Let's go, because I know they're all flat. So let's just go into this view, because we get some setup here with the stock market. Okay. And by the way, I started last week's swing trading group explaining how to turn $10 a day into millions of dollars. And if you think about it on a different level now, for those that did that, Ahmed, let's just say in the United States, if you have trader tax status, right, and you're considered a professional trader, the way that the government looks at you as a foreign exchange trader. Now, here's the issue, Ahmed. You need a good compliance firm, a good accounting firm, and a good tax firm. By good, I mean like specialize in, working for traders and funds. The issue is the IRS has tax laws on their books for corporations that accidentally make or lose money in the foreign exchange. So think about it. When Nike, who's in Oregon, brings money back from their Vietnam subsidiary, and or send money to their Vietnam subsidiary. So money is leaving America, money is coming back to America. They have to go through the foreign exchange market when they do such things. And sometimes they might accidentally make money. It wasn't the intent. Or they might accidentally lose money. Again, it wasn't their intent. It was just the process of money flow around the world. But it's still foreign exchange. And so there's tax treatment for this at the IRS to handle this situation. Now, what about somebody like you or I that do it on purpose? There actually isn't specific tax code for this at the IRS. Huh. Which means when you get audited, they actually won't know how to handle you. They think they will, but they won't. Because they don't know anything about Forex. They don't know anything about, they might, if you get a good auditor, they might know something about the stock market, maybe know something about the futures market, but the spot Forex market, no. So they might treat it like futures, they might treat it like a stock, they might treat it, and you need a very good team to go and sit down and explain it in tax audit speak, explain the tax code at the IRS to the IRS agents and how, it's supposed to be interpreted, but yet it has to be explained because it's complicated and these guys this is not what they do all day, every day. Forex is very unique. But here's what I'm getting to. When it's properly understood, the money in your account is treated like inventory. Now, you don't depreciate it, but that's not what I mean. But the money in your account, its intent is to use it as collateral. You buy and sell money. Therefore, money is your product, money is your service. You need inventory of money because you buy and sell and, trade money. You trade money. I'll give you US dollars for Japanese yen. And then at some point, convert your yen back into dollars. But it's not a futures. It's not a forward. It's not a swap. These are not options. Okay? These are cash. So anyway, so my long response to that is the capital in your account is going to be treated as inventory, but it's not so cut and dry. And this is why if you don't incorporate your companies properly, you just go to, I don't know, LLC.com. I don't even know if that's a thing. I just assume it is. And you're like, give me a corporation, $200 and I'll have a trading account. No, 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 no. Okay? This is a sport of kings and you're playing like a pawn. No, you will not have any bylaws in your corporation at all that specifically addresses things like being in the spot foreign exchange market for the intent of speculation. You'll just have some nonsense of a corporation. It'll pass. You'll pay your taxes and everything will go fine. One day you'll get audited and you'll find out your corporation is worthless. Then they throw it out and now you have back taxes or worse. Okay? So no, 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 no. Because in this game, winner takes it all. Hey, I had a great experience over the weekend. Let me give you a 1-minute personal story. I went to a high school play. They did ABBA's Mamma Mia. And they were absolutely fantastic. But here's the thing. I've known many of the kids since they were in kindergarten. Yeah, I'm that old now. It's really kind of strange. I don't feel a day older, but the kids grew up. But amazing to see kids that were, eating glue and peeing their pants in school. And they're beautiful young adults with real talent, like, wow. And I don't know if you've seen the play or not, but so there are several times where one of the lead characters, it's a really balanced play, but there are several times where one of the lead characters, I can think of a couple times where a female character came out. And she hangs out with my daughter at our house, and she's like the lead role. And then there's another situation where a guy comes out, and he's one of the main characters. They come out, and they sing like a 3-minute solo, like song, like they're on stage by themselves, singing a song. And you're like, bro, dude. Yeah. I mean, good for them. They did really, really, really well. So just amazing. One day they're little kids. As they say in Georgia, one day they're itty bitties and now they're biggins. Wow. Yeah, really amazing. So I cried all night because I'm getting old. Yeah, neat experience though. Neat life experience. Very, very cool. It's weird being proud of other people's kids as well as your own, Okay, cool. Anyway, let's get on with it. We're right in the target. Okay? Okay? We're right in the target. This is right in the pocket. And now I wait for an opportunity to sell. Remember, tomorrow is a big day. Friday is a big day. So get ready for movement tomorrow. And maybe you get the setup today. Okay? Tester, how do I get access to the oil trading course? You pay the $88 again. And it's worth it. If that's all you did was the oil trading course, there are people that here have spent, what was it? Several $100s just for that course. Now, I gave them a few extra meetings, but nonetheless, we did it. It took us months to do the course. So yeah, pay the $88 and be happy with it. Yeah, well then you're golden. But if there was a problem, Tester, email me, Wayne at FX Bootcamp. Yeah, oh, well, okay, well, yeah, then you have to, no. So you still have to join FX Bootcamp in that case. Yeah. I still, I almost missed doing that course. It was so much fun. But anywho, all right, around the world. So maybe down, but not today is kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm only in the pocket, so it's like I'm ready, willing, and able. It's like I know I'm in the front lines, right? I've crossed right into enemy territory. So my spidey senses, right? Just gotta stay hyper focused. Bumpy, the only time I've ever done that is if you prepay for a year of FX Bootcamp day trading. I gave a year of QuantBox for free. Yeah. So it was $2,400. You get everything at FX Bootcamp and QuantBox. Okay. So anywho, I'm not ready, Greg, to pull the trigger in here. Okay. I'm only willing. Okay. I'm only willing. But not now. It's the right price, but it's not the right time. Probably tomorrow is what I'm thinking. My WTI still climbing the stairs. Okay. We dropped to the buy zone and it either goes up today or it collapses today. Probabilities are focused on up today. Up today. What? And that'll be the setup for tomorrow's trade. Okay. All right. So that's interesting. Bitcoin, what does Bitcoin tell us? Not a lot. Okay. Not a lot. But it's not risk on when I look at that. Okay, I have this going. It's a smallie. It's a smallie. And this is gold. And it's an aggressive in. So the prices that I'm watching are like this one, but I traded sort of, well, I guess it wasn't that one, it was this one. I traded this one. So my thought for the day is maybe down and then up and then down. So more than the day, today and tomorrow. Okay, that's that. Dixie looks heavy for today. Yeah, I'm not even, like, I essentially am not really using today as a trading day unless something actually happens. I don't see a lot of strong statistical probability one way or the other. Okay. That's a secret. That's a secret. Shh. Shh. That's a secret. Shh. What are you talking about? So anywho, yeah. So this is a 15-minute chart. Maybe we can get a move here on the Cinco. Oh, what's a YouTube? Yeah, so that just, look, here's the thing. It's now March 15th is when I'm going to announce the super secret fundamentally based alert service. I have to write a couple of emails. I have to make a couple of web pages, like a registration form. And I've canceled my Zoom subscription, but I think I need to use Zoom. So, God dang it, I got to go back and redo that, or maybe I can do it through FX Bootcamp somehow, but then that gets confusing. And so anyways, I might have to resubscribe to Zoom just to do the event. So, I have sort of like, the fine-grained details to now complete, which is a pain in the butt because I got 9 million things to do. I am going to go full bore straight all day to like probably 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I will be able to stop and maybe eat some food, right? So like I'm booked back to back today. Like, when do I get to find time to do those fine-grained details? Yeah, whatever. So we'll get there. What are you talking about? A secret? Yeah. So anyways, eventually once I create a sign-up form, I will email everybody. But just so you know, I will teach you how to triple your trading profits without changing any of the indicators on your charts, as well as spending less time staring at your charts. What do you think of that? I have it on my laptop. I don't know if I have a version on this computer. Oh, here it is. These files can't be open. What? Is it zoomed? Open with... Really? It won't open it? There we go. So look, I've actually done it. Three trading secrets that will help you triple your profits without changing your indicators and while spending less time in front of your charts. That's what I'm going to teach you. Now, sounds like a holy grail. I'm going to add to it. I know that's what it sounds like. No, it's going to be on the 15th. I haven't even, yeah. The other part that it should say is not only am I going to show you how to do it, I'm going to show you how to do it for free or nearly cheap. Because one of them I don't actually know, but I think you guys know how to get it for free. So the goal is I'm going to show you how to do all of it and do it for free. Okay. So it's done. Okay, it's done. So I just have to finish with the site, basically. The site and some emails and all that. Cool. And it's actually fun. It's fun. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a fun presentation. All right, so we covered gold, the S&P 500. See, like it's opening up. That's going to negatively impact my gold. But if that heads up, I'm going to, oh, shoot. See, hang on. I got a meeting might be kicking in. Yeah, so I only have a few more minutes. Shoot. Okay. So if S&P 500 goes up today, and I think it probably will, my gold won't perform, but it's okay. I got a stop loss. But how will I benefit from a weakening dollar? And that's going to present itself here. And we're pretty gosh darn close to my limit order for profit. I want it to come down to the monthly target, although we're still caught on the psych level. I sold just below 18, and now we're approaching 19, sold just below 19. Now we're approaching 18. This is the second trade of the same trade. Oops. Yeah, let me click in. This is the second phase of one trade, really. The first one I sold here. Okay. And used this as a training example. When we were here, I said, get ready for a very significant pullback. And I use this as training to say, you know what the rules are. The rules tell me I'm supposed to exit. So I'm not going to exit to let you see the law of averages in play. So later on, I exited here on that trade and was short for from here to here for 3 months. And the goal was actually to hold it for 3 months, because we were talking when I entered, somebody actually asked me, how do I hold on to trades for so long? So I said like this, and I went click and I sold. I'm like, watch, I'm not going to touch it for 3 months. So I held it for 3 months and I exited here. This is a re-entry of the same trade. So I exited here, I re-entered here, and now we're down there. So it's actually been 4.5 months minus the volatility, because really what I would like for you to do, and I mean, it doesn't have to go down this way, but you would sell and exit, okay? Sell and exit would be kind of the idea, right? Or if you can, if you're really that bold, you know, add and add and add and add and add. It's not really, you know, because I think as a foreign exchange trader, you can think quarterly. Okay, you don't have to think annually. You can think quarterly. Tim, when you join the presentation on the 15th, you will be notified on all kinds of cool things that are happening, including that. So just, all right, park it in the parking lot and get ready for an email invitation in the next 5 days. This week, before NFP. Okay. Yeah, well, bumpy, but that's the trick, right? That's the trick. You have to learn how to do that. And I teach that in the day trading. We talk about it a lot. In fact, I talked about it yesterday. The psychology of you know, just, I don't know, at some point, to get to the next level as a trader, it's not a skill issue. It's not a hard skill. It's a soft skill. It's the way you think about the markets. It's the way you think about your trading. It's the way that you think about risk. It's the way that you think about reward. It's the way, you know, there's night and day between sort of an amateuristic, even a profitable, but yet, let's just say retail trader, for lack of a better description, and someone that has crossed over and become a professional trader. Maybe not managing other people's money, but the way that you think and trade. And the skill level of both these traders are probably pretty close to on par. Let's say a retail trader with 10 years of experience and someone just like them with 10 years of experience. And even the count sizes might be the same. But the two think about the markets and trading completely differently. And one will be limited by this, and the other will not. That limitation is removed. And so some of this actual presentation that I'm going to give on the 15th kind of, I suppose, would shed some light on that. But we talk about it all the time in the day trading group and swing trading group. Okay? Not today, Richard, but yeah, again, like the law of averages, I've talked about it so much recently in the day trading group, and I might have touched on it in the swing trading group because it comes up so prevalent. So yeah, not today. A, I don't have the time, and two, I don't have the strength. So Jeffrey says, will it be open to all? Yeah, for sure. Everybody. I'll leave a link. I'll even put a link in the video descriptions once I have that sign up link. I'll send out an email to the list of boot campers, all that kind of stuff. Okay. So I don't have it yet. Now, bear in mind, this is about QuantBox. Okay. But you will get a valuable presentation. It won't all be sales pitch. It's a very it's a real presentation. And I'll tell you when sort of the education is over and when I go into a sales pitch, I'll tell you before I even do it. So if you're like, well, screw this, I don't want to sit around for a sales pitch. Cool. Well, I'll let you know when you can leave. Okay. So you'll definitely get value. I promise you that. All right. Well, you know what? I got to go. I've just run out of time. It's one of those days. Huge day today. Huge day. So peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May our profits be above average. Okay. Swing by Trader's Way or FX Boot Camp. Okay. Join the community. And remember, tomorrow, all traders have access to the stop, look, and correct session tomorrow. And day traders then meet with me after. So there's actually 2 live meetings at FX Bootcamp tomorrow. Okay. So anyways, have a great one. I'm probably not going to get a market participation today or be a market participant today. If the stock market goes up, the USD will get weak. My Mexican peso will probably drop and I might exit the market around 1780 and be out of that position. Meanwhile, I'll have to sit around. Maybe tomorrow or Friday, I'll get opportunities to get long dollar again. So this is a week of patience and discipline, right, Gary? Richard's like, don't get out of the base. Well, look, it's just technical analysis. What, you know? And you're like, well, why didn't you get out there? Well, whatever. Don't judge me. Who are you to judge? Yeah, well, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm only putting money in the pocket and I'll get some more later. Or I'll move it. But whatever. It just, look, I put that there like 4 weeks ago. Okay. So anyways,